Dwyane Wade, 60637. Chicago is a big city, but it has a small town feel. You know, the people are very friendly, very gracious. I think most people need to take a tour of Chicago and really get an opportunity to go around and find out the history. It was a little rough. I mean, you know, growing up in the inner city, a lot of gangs, a lot of drugs. It becomes a way of living for a lot of kids. You just gotta make your own decisions and choices, hopefully not to get involved in that. When I was a kid, you know, it was tough. My family was all over the place. I wasn't living with my father. My mother was going through her trials and tribulations. You know, I looked at the person who was in front of me that was taking care of me. That was my sister, Chigil. I kind of looked up to her because I had no one else to really look at. So I kind of got the same heart that she had. Well, I mean, I think the biggest value is to be kind, to always be grateful, to always be the same, whether you have success, whether it's failure. My father put the ball in my hand. He kind of said, "You gonna play basketball?" So he kind of made me play it. But then at the same time, once I started playing it, it became my way away. You know, it became like a place I can go to that I was not bothered by, you know, the things that was going on the personal side of life. So it became my safe haven, and I started growing in love with it. I think the biggest thing, you know, is to go up on 63rd and Halsey, and that was where it was like all the stores, you get to go shopping. It was kind of like the hangout spot, and that's when it was. When we went there, it was a treat. When MJ was here playing, I mean, it's a pride, you know, to say that you was from Chicago, because we kind of rep MJ like he's born in Chicago, even though he's not. He's like one of our own, not just because of, you know, him winning, but because of all the things he went through as a player and how he conducted himself. There was just so many different things that was just inspirational for me, because that was a sport I wanted to play, but I would go in the backyard and try to emulate anything that he did. You know, this weekend is my 3rd annual Wage World Weekend for my foundation, and my foundation deals with many different kids at risk. You know, we're trying to enrich lives, we're trying to help with education, social skills, and the motto to my foundation is every child deserves a shot. And the biggest thing about this weekend we try to do was raise awareness to the whole community of Chicago that this is what we're trying to do. And hopefully y'all get behind us, you know, and we can team up and we can do a lot of great things to help our kids.